I just need a little help. I just sprained my ankle really bad. Really bad. Really bad. Hey, come with me. Hey. Hey.
You're too close.
Welcome to First Person Defender, where regular people come face to face with unknown attackers.
Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop the gun! Come out with me! Drop the gun!
And fight their way out. This is First Person Defender.
A single woman walking in a park. This is when you need a gun. But how do you carry it and how do you deploy it? All that right now.
These force-on-force scenarios use training guns that fire non-lethal projectiles.
My name is Reagan. I am moving to a new state and I just recently graduated college. I'm going to need a way to protect myself, be on place at my own. My background in guns is very scarce. I don't really have much background with guns. I didn't grow up around them, but since I'm going to be living in a place on my own, I want to be able to protect myself. Mostly my safety plan is to keep myself out of compromising positions, but I know that's not always something that I can avoid. So I'm going to eventually get my concealed carry license so that I can protect myself if something dangerous does come about.
Reagan's a pretty classic scenario. She's a young woman who's moving to the big city. She knows she needs something more for protection, and a firearm is a great idea. She doesn't have her concealed carry yet, so she has no training. As a trainer, I see a lot of people that buy guns. They don't always get trained with them, semi-automatics especially. They don't know how to keep them running. They know how to load them, they know how to get them ready. But what happens when the gun stops working? Training is important.
In my spare time, I like to walk the dogs, be outside, hiking, camping, things of that nature. I have had times when I was nervous for my safety. Just being a young woman, I know that we are targets.
Just because you live in the big city doesn't mean there aren't going to be parks and walking paths. Most of those places have all that. They have trees, just like where we're at right now. They have walking paths. She likes to walk her dog. Of course, she's going to be down there. She's going to be out there. And I watch the news. I see what happens. People are abducted. People are assaulted. People have even been murdered in these parks. So we've got a scenario set up today that's going to be very similar to that. We're just going to have her approached by a stranger. He's going to be wanting help. Ultimately, we're going to see if she goes to guns or if she tries to run for safety.
Walks in the park on a nice day are a pleasant way to spend the day. Is Reagan prepared even though she has little training?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. That one. Oh, that hurt. Hi. Hey, real quick.
Sorry, have a good day.
I just need a little help. I just sprained my ankle really bad. Really bad. Really bad. Hey, come with me. Hey. Hey.
You're too close.
Oh.
Index, index, index.
So tell me what happened.
I was walking down the sidewalk. I was kind of trying to be aware of who was walking. I wanted to look who was behind me, but I saw two people in front of me. I kept walking, tried to keep a healthy distance. The guy who was on the ground, I wanted to make sure that he wasn't doing anything sketchy or advancing towards me. Once he kept trying to pursue the conversation, kept telling him, no, have a good day, I can't help you, can't help you. And once he started picking up the pace, I wanted to make sure I kept an eye on him over my shoulder, but also booked it out of there as fast as I could.
And then what happened? Obviously he came after you, you told him no, 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 and what happened?
Well, I'm an fit person, so I was trying to get away as fast as I could, maybe avoid shooting him.
What did you see?
He had a knife.
You had a knife?
Yes.
Okay. At what point did you notice the knife?
He said, I really need help, I'm really hurt, but he was walking normally. He kind of started to reach for his waist. That's when I knew I should probably run.
That's great, danger cues. I saw you get the gun out. Tell me how that all went.
By the time I got the gun out, he was a little closer already than I would have liked for him to be. I probably should have pulled the gun a little bit sooner, but my first reaction was to run.
Okay, how come you didn't keep running? How come you turned and shot?
Because I was worried that he was gonna advance on quicker on me than I thought he was going to. I didn't want to be stabbed in the back, so I figured maybe turning around and showing him that I had the gun would be the best thing to do.
So it was pretty close when you shot him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to tell you, you did a really good job. You started moving right away. You started telling him, I can't help you. No, I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you always do? Is that a normal plan for you?
I try not to engage, try to end the conversation as quickly as I can without being overly rude, something to maybe make them mad or irritated.
So what do you think you did really well?
Being aware of my surroundings and knowing what was going on around me. Shutting down the conversation as quick as I could while continuing to move towards my car.
Why go to the car?
Because I can close it, get myself in, lock it, drive away if I need to.
He was right up on you though. If you'd hit that door by the time you open it and lock it.
Yeah. Usually if it was closer to the car and I feel like they're still on me, I wouldn't have even gone to the car. I wouldn't want them to know which car was mine. At that point, I would have called for help. It's a parking lot type situation, so maybe someone would be there to help me.
You wouldn't have stopped at the parking lot. There's all these people back here. Why would we stop at the parking lot? Just keep hauling the mail until you get into a group of people, right? He's probably gonna fall back at that point.
For concealed carry, you want a gun that's small, easy to carry, but holds lots of ammo. The Ruger Max 9 does all of that. It's also optics ready. It's a gun that concealed carriers are very excited about. Check it out.
So there's two things I want to work on is I want you to think about being a little more forceful in your verbal commands, because as he's coming after you and you're running, stop, he's chasing me. We could be loud,
okay,
because now we got people downrange.
Who can hear us?
People over there that are yelling, or they hear you, maybe you're like, what's going on? Maybe now somebody comes, okay, to your aid. The other thing I want to think about is cutting an angle, maybe just getting to a point and then turning, because you could be drawing the whole time. And that's something that a lot of people don't think about. They don't think about clearing that cover garment and using one hand, because this hand may be busy, even if it's just swinging while we're running. We've got this big tree here, and we're gonna put our bad guy behind you. And we're just gonna kind of walk through this nice and slow. So I want you to think about how you got that gun out of from underneath your shirt and from inside your belly band. That was a great move.
Thank you.
As we're going this way, Kevin's behind you. Let's move in slow motion. We know this tree's coming up. It could be the car. It could be the tail end of the car. We know he's close. We can hear him breathing right here. Start reaching for your gun. Don't look at him. Reaching for the gun and just start cutting across here. So you could keep moving all the way around this. He's got to work around it just the same. That slows him down. It slows you down a little bit, but it also slows him down. So let's go through that one more time. So this time what you're going to do is you're going to run this way. When you get past that tree, I want you to just cut off to the side, because if he's a little bit behind you, he's still got to adjust to you. All right, and last time you turned this way and you said it was because why?
It felt more natural.
Right, it's natural to turn this way and come out with that gun. The gun comes out and bam, there it happens. So do that, do just what you did. I want to make sure that you get that gun up in front of your face somewhere where you can see him, because he's close enough. If you can get some semblance of metal on meat, you're gonna get hits, okay?
Okay.
Be aggressive with the gun.
Okay.
Go, run, run! Man, we didn't use the tree, but you sure got that gun out fast.
I feel like the tree almost distracts me.
You made it, I tell you what, you made it way farther than you made it before backwards, and he couldn't catch you. How many hits?
All of them.
Oh, 5? So that worked out great. We didn't go to the tree.
Yeah.
But you created distance because you ran so fast. Kevin, did you expect her to go that fast?
No.
Well, you created the distance, you got the gun out, and you still backpedaled, and you kept on firing. And I think you went to a two-handed grip.
I did.
Midway.
I did.
Even with keys in your hand?
Yeah, it was just on my pinky.
Almost impossible, right? No, not impossible at all.
No, it felt comfortable.
There are a ton of guns that are red dot ready these days, and Crimson Trace makes a lot of different red dots for you. Lots of different sizes, whether that's small, micro, compact, or full-size pistols. Lots of good options. Check out Crimson Trace.
Many folks who watch First Person Defender have heard me say the body won't go where the mind hasn't been. Well, in Reagan's scenario, there was something that I need to address. Let's talk about having things in your hands. So in Reagan's scenario, she had her keys in her hand the entire time. She never put them down, but she had them hooked over one of her fingers. Now, I do that quite often myself, but using the keys and leaving them in my hand when I shoot is not a big deal. What if I've got my keys and my cell phone now as I'm walking down the path? So I want you to think about, do I drop what's in my hands or do I shoot with what's in my hands? Her scenario, the shooting was very close up. So if I cleared my cover garment with one hand, come out with my pistol, and I still have my phone and my keys in my hand, there's no reason that I can't make good shots. Of course, my hands are a little bigger, I've got a smaller gun, and I've done this before. So what I mean by the body won't go where the mind hasn't been, if you've always thought that you needed to drop what was in your hands before you could shoot, you probably should try shooting with something in your hands. Now the keys are hooked around my finger. As I see the threat coming, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me dropping that phone and coming out and firing like that. This doesn't affect me negatively at all. So next time you're out at the range and you have the ability to do so, try doing these things, whether it be a flashlight, your car keys, your cell phone, and you can always hold a box of ammunition, an empty box, and have that in your hand and pretend it's a cell phone. So that's a training tip that you can take to the range.
First Person Defender, brought to you by Ruger, Colt, and Springfield Armory. Reagan is enjoying the day on a long walk. Is she able to avoid the attack, or will the attacker get the drop on her?
Stop right there.
Stop!
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 Right there.
Stop!
Stop! Ah! 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 Index! Index! All right, and the man behind the mask is? So, what were you thinking?
I saw you. I wanted to keep healthy distance from you. Came at me fast. I wish I could have been a bit quicker, but I got you. I got you.
Yeah, you got me a bunch. You got me in the thumb. You got me in the bread box. I mean, you hit me hard. I came at you as hard and fast as I could.
I saw you coming. I didn't feel like I needed to engage in any conversation. I knew you were coming.
It absolutely happened very fast.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no need for verbal commands. I do think you yelled stop because I tried to get in front of you and I pulled that knife, and as soon as you saw me reaching, you just, I don't know, you just started, I mean, I'm surprised the cameras even got you because you didn't stay on the path.
No, I was just going, and once I see a reach, like it's either one of two things, knife, gun, and neither of them is good. So
that was good. So did you shoot with 2 hands or 1 hand or what?
2, pulled it out with 1. I think I may have gotten 1 or 2 out with 1 hand as I was grabbing, because I think you were getting a bit closer than I thought, and I didn't have enough time to grab with both.
Okay.
But I didn't grab with both until I felt like I had better control of the situation.
I'd have to review the footage. I thought that you got 2 hands on it eventually, because I know that hits started happening. I tell people all the time, anything less than 2 hand, eye level shooting is a compromise. Okay, if I have to, I can compromise. I can shoot from the hip. I can shoot with 1 hand. But if I really wanted to shoot somebody and really shoot them now, I'd love to have
Both
everything
hands.
perfect with 2-handed eye level shooting.
Okay.
So where do you think you're going to go from here with your firearms training and concealed carry?
Once I move, I definitely want to conceal carry. I want to get more formal training, more downrange time, trigger time, things of that nature, just make sure that the gun feels comfortable in my hand. I'm comfortable using it when I need to.
I thought you did a really good job. Your youth, your athleticism, your intellect, it all shows in this, because you're fast thinking, you're fast on your feet. And for not having ever carried with a belly band before or used that particular gun, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching First Person Defender. Did you know there are more ways to follow what Gun Talk's doing? Like guntalk.com, gundealio.com, the Gun Talk podcasts, and the Gun Talk email newsletter. Follow us, interact with us. Thanks for watching.